Now, back to You Asked For It and your host, Jack Smith.
What if you could step before a mirror and through some kind of magic see what you'd look like in the future? Well, naturally, that will always be an impossibility, unless, of course, you call upon Hollywood magic. Well, that's precisely what we've done to answer this request from Mr. and Mrs. Charles Maybury of Pacoima, California, who wrote, "We're a young couple and have our whole lives ahead of us. We know that our marriage will last and wonder if through the miracle of makeup you might be able to show us what we'll look like when we celebrate 50 years of marriage on our golden anniversary." Well, that's a most interesting request, we thought, and since this young couple asked for it, I can tell you that they've most likely aged already because of all the preparation needed to answer their own request. First of all, they had to have their photographs taken. We had them fill out a questionnaire on the backgrounds of their families. Then we asked them to fill out special questionnaires regarding their future plans and hope for tomorrow. All this information was handed over to Paramount's expert makeup artist, Harry Ray, and his assistant, Bo Hickman. A great deal of time was spent analyzing the facts at hand. Then one entire day was spent before the U.S. for cameras. The creative talent of hairdresser Virginia Cole was also called upon. Step by step, through the usage of many types of Harry Ray's makeup trickery, our cameras recorded the various aging processes. A wide variety of props were needed. In the aging process from 20 to 70, there were 8 separate makeup changes. First, the cameras would take 30 seconds of film, followed by 2 hours of labor by hairdresser and makeup men. It was quite a job. Well, before our young couple see themselves as they'll look in the future, I know you'll be interested in learning something about them at this moment. Now, Nora, I understand that you're 23 years old and Chuck is 27, that you've been married...
7 years, Mr. Smith. I was 16 and Chuck was 20.
I see. Then let's see. On your golden anniversary, you, Nora, will be 66, and Chuck, you'll be 70 years old. Now, I know you have 3 children. What are their names?
Well, first there's Ricky, who is 6, Cheryl, who is 5, and our youngest daughter, Robin, who is just 3.5 years old.
That's a wonderful family, believe me. Well, now, the moment is at hand for this young couple to step up before this magic mirror and see themselves live a lifetime. From the tender age of their 20s, they'll reach their golden anniversary within a matter of 2 minutes from now. Look at yourselves, Chuck and Nora, for it's the present, today, but not for long. Suddenly, 3 years pass. You, Chuck, are now 30, and Nora has had her hands full with 3 healthy, growing children. At 35, Chuck is firmly established in business, and you, Nora, return to high school to complete your senior year, which was interrupted by your youthful marriage to Chuck. At 40, a new life begins for you both, because your son Ricky marries young in life, a family tradition, and you become a young granddad and grandma. At 45, you, Chuck, and Nora celebrate your silver anniversary, 25 years of marriage. The year is 2002, and a new century lies ahead. At 50, the clock moves faster and you move slower. The mirror tells you you're growing old, but you're young in heart. A greater love and understanding between you than ever before. At 55, your daughters Cheryl and Robin follow in the footsteps of Ricky. They too are married, and for the first time since you were youngsters, there are only 2 in your family, just you, Chuck, and Nora. At 60, Chuck retires after 40 years in the business world, and you, Nora, settle down to babysit for your grandchildren and take up your youthful hobby with a paintbrush. And then the year is 2027. You, Chuck, are 70. You, Nora, are 66. This is the day of your golden anniversary. And with you on this occasion are your children, their children, and your great-grandchildren. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Charles Mayberry, how's it feel to be in your 20s again?
Great, Jack, doesn't it, honey?
Well, as Harry Ray applied his makeup, what was it like to age 50 years all in one day's time?
Well, it was quite shocking, Jack. No woman wants to age that fast.
Not even a young one.
I guess not. Well, the best of luck to you both throughout the years to come, and our thanks because you asked for it.